Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 40274. This is the Mr. and Mrs. Claus Brickheadz set, containing 341 pieces, and retailing for $19.99. I got this on post-Christmas clearance from the LEGO store for $9.99. I originally was not going to pick this up at all, actually. I thought the Santa looked pretty cool, but I don't know. Wasn't worth spending $20 to get it. These are all the other seasonal Brickheadz shown on the side. I did also see those two for $5 each, but it still passed. I don't know. Maybe I should have gotten the turkey, but I just don't really like the witch at all. But yeah, the actual set was a LEGO store exclusive, obviously. So, that's the only place you could get it, there or shop at home. And this is kind of what they did for seasonal sets this year, so this was the Christmas seasonal set. And even though Mr. Claus is the lower number, and on the left on the box, you actually build Mrs. Claus first. I actually built this set live, and I did it with Butt Chop. We were both, I was live streaming, and he hopped in, and we both built these. And we made the same mistake. We opened up bag one, and we tried to build Santa, but bag one did not build Santa, so, that was a little bit interesting. You'll notice right here, bag one builds Mrs. Claus. But, aside from that confusing little instruction design, the actual figure here looks pretty good. Like all the seasonal Brickheadz, she gets a little bit of a stand here, which has the printed seasonal Brickheadz design, and her base is a little bit different just because of the way that she's built up with her little dress. She does also get a little table with a mug on it, and this little candy cane looking thing with a wreath on it. I think that's kind of cute, and creates a little ambiance. Obviously she's supposed to be inside because of the dark tan color, but I like how they still leave in the black Brickheadz stand section. I think that's kind of nice. The actual Mrs. Claus, she's pretty decently done. She's a less recognizable character than Santa himself, obviously. I like what they did, giving her an angled arm. That kind of threw me off when I was building it, because I was trying to build two of the same thing, but it was impossible. And she actually gets a little tray of cookies and stuff. So that has two of the printed cookie tile, which is always cool to get, and you do get an extra included with the set as well. And, it's just got the little bar piece in order for her to be able to hold it. And, that's pretty cool. I like that. Good accessory to give her. Her other arm is just standard. They do round out the bottom of her dress pretty well. It was completely round. It's not a perfect circle, but it works. Around the back, she's got this kind of hood here, which covers most of her head. There's this little bow and then the white stripe that goes all the way around, which is kind of like her little apron, or how her little apron is tied up. And you do get the apron built up here with some of those flower pieces. Looks pretty good, and her hair, it's fine. It's nothing crazy complex that you could expect from other Brickheadz. She does have some bangs there, and I like the use of the quarter round tiles, but other than that, I think the most interesting part of her is definitely her body, and, this up here, I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to be, but, there's only one there, and it's asymmetrical on purpose, and, overall, I think that this is fine, and built up pretty well, just not the most iconic character. Because when you think Christmas, you think Santa. So, of course, Santa's going to be a little bit more iconic. His build is actually less complex than Mrs. Claus's. For his little stand, he gets the same kind of design there, except, standard Brickheadz stand on the middle section. I like the little Christmas tree that's built up here. It's kind of cute, kind of clever. And I like how in the instructions they tell you to angle it 45 degrees. That just gives it a little bit more of a dynamic look. You obviously could turn it and make it like that if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to. There's a little pile of presents over here, which is cute as well. And, I like this little stand, I think, better than Mrs. Claus's. The actual Brickheadz figure itself is pretty standard, but pretty recognizable. I like the little sack that they give him. Obviously, Santa needs a sack to carry toys to kids. The beard is by far the best part of this one. It just looks very expressive, and it's so simple, but so perfect. I like it a lot. Brickheadz eyes, just standard again. The belt buckle was a little bit interesting. Used a little bracket there. And, you know, around the back he's really plain. They kind of leave some studs there, which I kind of would have preferred if that was just tiled over, but, you know, it's fine the way it is. And his hat is nice how they get it to angle over. It's a little bit blocky and angular, I think. Maybe a little flat. I don't know, I kind of preferred if it went up and arched over a little bit more. But, again, this is alright the way it is. And I do like how they got the border going around it. It's basically the same way they did the dress for Mrs. Claus. Very, very similar to that. But it works, again, pretty well. And overall, I think that this is a pretty well-designed Brickheadz for Santa Claus. And putting the two of them together, it looks pretty good. But, you know, they're both Brickheadz. They're both relatively simple. I think it's fun for the... It's fun for the season, you know, to be able to put this up and have these on display, and I'm glad I'll have them for next Christmas. Obviously, I bought them a little bit late to use them in 2018, but, you know, I'm glad that I have them, I'm glad that I built them up, and, yeah, I'll definitely be, you know, displaying these around the holiday season for, you know, the next years to come, until I have something better. But, yeah, these are pretty good. $20 is fair for them. Yeah, I can definitely see 20. You know, especially with the addition of the stands. I don't think these are the best Brickheadz set by any means. I do far prefer some of the licensed ones, but these are pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys all next time. Hope this video was not too irrelevant, being that, you know, Christmas kind of just happened, and the next one is not for several months, but, you know, hopefully you guys don't care, and we'll just watch Christmas videos anytime. Maybe I'll put one up in, like, exactly half a year from Christmas. Maybe that's when this will come up. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But, yeah, see you guys later.